Hello again, it's Miss Jones from Sew with Miss Jones. If you notice, I have attached all of my pepperoni and all of my mushroom, and then I did the stem stitch around the outside of each one. It just kind of gives it a little extra look to it. It's kind of like if you were coloring and you drew the outline darker. That's what I used to do. But I did that because it gives it a little more definition. Some of the cartoon pillows, you actually need to do a back stitch or a stem stitch or something like that in order to put a smile on something or to put the lines on a baseball or something like that. But this one, it's mostly just for outlining and making your pieces that you have on here look a little bit better. All right, so we are now ready to put the cheese, and some of you won't have to do quite this step because you're making a different pillow. But here's my pattern. I only have one pin left. I'm going to take that one out, and I'll put this away. Never throw away things until you get finished, and boy, I wish I could find my guide sheet. Alrighty, so when we cut these out, we had wrong sides together and the markings are on the wrong side. This is the top. So I am going to, and I'm not going to, the other one looks kind of the same, but the notches are in different spots. So we have to use this one as the top. I'm going to take that one out, lay this one down, and I'm going to put this in my bag right away so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to take my pizza, my cheese for my pizza, and I am going to line it up with the edges of the fabric, and I want to make sure that my notches match. And remember, if you did not cut your notches the way you were supposed to, you should have put some marks in there to keep you from, so that you knew where to line things up. And what I'm doing right now is I'm working on the edge, and because I want to get that stabilized first. And I'm putting my pins about I'm going to put them about every 4 fingers apart on here for this part. Okay, I think I can move this one down a little bit, and I think I'm going to put 2 more right here. 1, 2. If you notice, I'm trying to keep this flat because if I pick it up and wiggle it around too much, it's going to shift, and then I'm going to have a problem. All right, so I'm going to smooth this all down, and then I'm going to put maybe about 2 more over here. Now with the cheese, you need to stitch along the outside edge, but you don't have to use the running stitch like this, okay? Remember, these were supposed to be really tiny. Because this outside edge is going to get caught in the seam allowance when we sew the 2 things together, you can actually do running stitches that are real big. They can be about 1 inch long. It won't hurt anything at all. But we do still have to stitch across the top of the cheese. And we're going to do that with that little running stitch like we did for the other pieces, near the edge and with a matching color. So I'm going to grab some yellow thread, and you don't need to see me do this part. I have mine all pinned together. I'm going to stitch across here.